Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel, Carolina's Creations-handmade. The perfect place for you to learn how to make beautiful things of your own. So make sure if you're not a subscriber, you click the red button down below. And also, please click the bell button down below so you don't miss any of my videos. And today I have a super cute video to share with you. I want to share with you some embellishments that I made inspired by the Maggie Holmes Willow Lane Collection. This is her new collection. And I made several embellishments inspired by her, like this prize ribbons and also this little Pompom Tassels. They came out so adorable. I am really inspired by her new collection. And I also made some sequin flowers inspired by her embellishments. I made this panda prize ribbon and this fox prize ribbon using some stamps from Stampin' Up! And My Favorite Things. And I also used papers from the Willow Lane paper line to make the other embellishments. And look at this. This is the embellishments part of the embellishments that came out from her collection. They use a fox and a panda and also a unicorn and a rabbit. And I wanted to kind of recreate it. And look at how beautiful these chipboard pieces are. They're so adorable, so fun and whimsical. I really love it, and I am really getting so much inspiration from it. So I got here some stickers also. Look how beautiful. Look at the gold foil. You get a lot of stickers here, and you can use them all over your projects. So I ordered also the 12 by 12 paper pad, and I wanted to do a little flip through with you here so you can see how it looks like. Her paper lines are gorgeous. I really like Maggie Holmes and I love crepe paper, so I love this new collection, and it's actually the rage in the happy mail world. Everybody over there loves using Maggie Holmes on their projects, and I like them too. I really love her paper lines. I think this is really cute. I usually don't just use one designer. Oh, look at that. How adorable. I go all over the place and use whatever I like. But I really love this collection. Look at this cutouts. So beautiful. Stinking, stinking adorable. So I'm going to show you now the embellishments that I made inspired by her collection. And I so hope you guys like it as much as I do. I think they turned out adorable and I had so much fun making them. So I made sequin flowers also inspired by her new collection. And I'm going to have a tutorial later on how to make these flowers. And today I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make those little Pompom Tassels. Look at this super beautiful sequin flower. My flowers are not like hers, but they're sequin flowers and they were inspired by her because they came out with sequin flowers embellishments. And I remember that I had big sequins from Hobby Lobby haul that I had. And I was like, oh my god, I'm going to use them to make my own flowers. And I think they turned out super cute. I hope you guys like them too. So, here's the pom-poms that they have on their new line. And I love them. And I was like, I think I can make some because I really want to hoard this collection. So, I want to try to make my own embellishments. And look at this little fox. So cute. So, here's my first prize ribbon. Isn't this adorable? Look at that! I used some paper from an older paper collection of hers. This is the Maggie Holmes paper collection. And then I used some dies and a different paper from another paper line. And I actually used dimensionals and I popped the different pieces up to give them volume. And I think they turned out so cute. Look at that! Isn't it adorable? Ah! I really love how it turned out. And here's my little Pompom Tassel. Here's one of them. These are so fun to make and they're so quick and easy. And I added the foam piece on the back so you can glue them to your projects. And it's the same way they do it over here on the Maggie Holmes paper line. You can see there that they have a piece on the back so you can attach your pom-pom to whatever you're using to decorate with them. And I'm going to show you my next prize ribbon. This one is so super cute too. I used paper from the Willow Lane paper line, and I cut with a punch the flower from her papers, and then I actually made a flare, a button flare, and I adhere it over there. The paper on the back is not Maggie Holmes, but I think it went perfect there, so I used it. And look at that flower, so adorable. Didn't it turn out so cute? Oh, I really love them, and I love making them. So I'm going to have in the future also a tutorial on how I made them, so you guys can make your own if you want to. So here are more of those pom-poms, and they're so stinking adorable. They're so cute. Oh, look at this little panda. Adorable. So they're using the fox and the panda here on the embellishments. So I kind of tried to recreate it. And I have a stamp from Stampin' Up! That has panda bears. So I kind of cut around it and kind of made it match a little bit more the Maggie Holmes collection. And then I used papers from her collection. I tried to make this into a button flare also, but my mylar was not cooperating, so I had to get the mylar off. But I like how it turned out like that because it's matte and it's a different style. It's beautiful. A lot of dimension here, and I really love that panda bear. I think this is really cute, and her papers are adorable. The image perfect over here. So I have some more of those pom-poms in there. Super cute. And then those are super easy to make with thread. And I have here another prize ribbon. And this one I made using papers from her older collection and her newer collection. The fishtails are from the Willow Lane. And the back on the prize ribbon is from the Maggie Holmes paper line. And then I use a heart in there and a bunch of dimensional stickers to make it pop up. And I think they turn out so cute. I used some ribbon also from my stash. Another one of those Pompom Tassels. And finally, the last prize ribbon that I made. And it's this little super stinking cute fox. So I colored this stamp from my favorite things. And I kind of like draw a little bit on the eyes to match a little better the collection. And then I made another button flare. I stuck it in there with some vellum on the back to give it kind of like a little accent. And I used her paper line from the Willow Lane to make the fishtail banners. And I also used some more ribbon from my stash and a little gold ribbon over there to accent it. And I think it turned out super cute. You guys have to tell me in the comments below how you like them. So I'm going to show you now how you can make your pom-pom tassels. They're super easy. You're going to need thread. I'm using here thread that I bought on eBay years ago. And this thread is really inexpensive. You don't need anything special for it. I'm going to use pom-poms also from the Dollar Tree. And we're going to be using foam. I'm going to use fun foam for the pieces on the back. And I actually made them with a punch. I'm going to show you here in a second how I made it. This is a punch that I use for it. It's a 1/2 inch punch. And I'm using the fun foam. It's a lot thicker than the die, than the punch would accept. So I have to kind of stretch it, flatten it up a bit so I can put it through. And you're going to have to work it through a little bit. And then you just punch it. And then you'll have your piece. You're going to see it's not going to cut completely, but you can just remove it carefully so you don't just rip it apart. And you're going to need your scissors to just kind of like round the shape a little better, because that side there, it's going to be a little ragged. And then you're going to have a piece that looks like that. You're going to need glue, hot glue, or fabric tack. I think are better for it because they dry really quickly. I like the fabric tack. And then I'm going to use my thread. So what you're going to do is you're going to wrap the thread around 3 of your fingers. So I usually wrap around 30 times around my fingers. And I don't really count them. I kind of see the volume on my fingers, and once I have something that looks like that, then I stop, and then I cut with my scissors, and I actually remove the thread from all my fingers. And what you're going to do is you're going to cut a piece of thread, an extra piece that you're going to use to tie a knot in the center of that thread that you looped in there. So flatten it up a bit, and then you're going to tie a knot in the middle, in the center, and then tie another knot to make sure that it's not going to come out loose. So I tie an extra knot in there, and then once you have that done, you're going to fold your threads here in the center, right, where you made that knot over there, like you see me doing there. And you're going to have something that looks like that. And now you're going to start threading at the top around that knot area. Don't go all the way to the top. I usually leave a little space here, like a little bud. This time I couldn't do it as I usually do because I was trying to show you on camera, and it was harder for me to hold it and kind of make sure at the same time that I was on frame and all that. And I usually make it sitting down, and I was standing up for this, so it was more difficult. Once you have something that looks like that, once you had some loops around, then you're going to tie a knot to make sure that your thread doesn't come loose again. So tie your little knot in there. And after tying the knot, it's going to look like this. And you're going to flatten it. You're going to use your fingers to kind of flatten the thread. And then you're going to use your scissors and go through the loops and then cut them through. Just make sure that you open up all the loops, cut them up, and then you're going to kind of like stretch your thread. And then we're going to cut with our scissors to make it even. And here's your little tassel. Here's the first tassel that you're going to use for your pom-pom. And now we're actually going to need another one. And what we're going to do is we're going to have the two tassels that we're going to glue at the bottom of our pom-pom. So here's the second tassel that I already made. We have the two tassels here, and you have two options. You can either glue them right straight like that, or you can actually glue the tassels together and then glue them to the pom-pom. Since my first tassel is coming a little loose, I'm going to glue them together first, just pressing them tight, making sure they're glued. And once they're stuck together, I'm going to glue them to my pom-pom ball. And then I'm going to show you what I do next. So I grab my little pom-pom and I actually open it up with my nails to make a little hole in there, kind of like I'm doing right there. You have to get a little hole like that. And then I'm going to actually apply glue, a blob of glue around it, so I can put my little tassels inside. And I have enough glue so they're all stuck together. Once I push them inside, then I'm going to actually press at the bottom of my pom-pom there so it glues all around it. And you need to keep it pressed for a little while until they're dry so they don't come out of there. But this glue dries really quickly. It's a little messy. That's why my nails are kind of messy today. So I apologize for that. Look at how cute! So we have our little tassel almost done. Now I look at an area on the pom-pom that is flatter. And then I actually glue my foam piece over there. And here's our tassels, super stinking adorable. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you liked my video. I hope you liked my tutorial. I hope it was useful. Welcome to all my new subscribers, and thank you so much to all my existing subscribers for your love and support, which is so appreciated. I hope you guys are doing great, and I hope to see you back here soon for another video. Bye-bye. Love you guys. Mwah.